If we throw everything away and we start off by asking what is true, what I can know to be true, not what I believe to be true, not what I've been taught, not even my experience, but what can undoubtedly be known to be true. Even something that seems as real as experience has happened in dreams, and when we are dreaming, we feel as if it's true until we wake up. So putting aside everything, what can we know to be true? The first thing that we can know to be true is Sat. That is the fact of existence. Whatever existence is, whatever it's made up of, wherever it came from and wherever it's going to, it is. Even doubting the fact of existence is proof of existence. So that cannot be doubted. Whatever is, something is. And that's all Sat is. It is the fact of existence. It is a ground truth. The next thing that can't be doubted is that experience is happening. Whatever's happening, experience is happening. So it cannot be doubted that whatever this existence is, it has the potentiality to be known. It has the potentiality to manifest. It has manifestability. This doesn't mean that Chit is experience, that there's experience occurring in all corners of the universe all the time. Chit is the potential for experience. And this is where I got caught up, because I'm very scientifically minded. And when I took Chit to be experience, I couldn't understand how there were rocks in a dead part of the universe apparently experiencing. It didn't make sense to me until I understood that Chit wasn't experience, but it was the sheer fact that experience seemed to have the potential. Existence seems to have the potential for experience. That it is possible to know or to experience. And this is evidenced by the fact that there is experience. So we've got Sat, which is the fact of existence, which is directly evident, and then Chit, which is the potential of experience or knowing or appearances, which can be directly confirmed by noticing that there is experience. Sat and Chit are two sides of the same coin, because one implies the other. If we were to start with Sat and say the fact of existence is, but it does not have Chit, it does not have even the potential for experience or knowing to occur in any way, shape, or form, this is identical to non-existence. Non-existence would be the exact same thing as Sat, or the fact of existence, having no potential to be known or appearing whatsoever. Existence would basically be a dead block. And obviously, Chit relies on Sat to exist. Because without even existence, there could not even be the potential for experience in the first place. Realizing that Sat and Chit are the same thing, then the realization dawns that if existence is, nothing could ever be outside of existence. Because to get to a point of non-existence, there has to be the potentiality for non-existence. But existence does not contain the potentiality for non-existence. Exactly how non-existence does not contain the potentiality for existence. So this is why when we go back into Sat, we can ask ourselves, okay, existence is, but has it always been? Did it start somewhere? So what we are basically asking is, was there a point of non-existence which has no potential? Non-existence means nothing. It doesn't mean void. It means not even for the potential for anything to arise. So we imagine non-existence and then suddenly existence pops in. That's not possible, because non-existence doesn't even carry the potential for existence to appear, which means existence always has to have been. So Sat is existence, or the fact of existence, and it always has been and always will be. Sat is the same as Chit, which is the potential for experience, and that, like Sat, always was and always will be. Realizing that there can never be anything outside of Sat, that both the fact of existence and the potential for experience encompasses all there could ever be. And this brings a sense of wholeness, of non-lack, of nothing missing. This wholeness, this non-lack, nothing missing, that's Ananda. So they all kind of show each other. They all mirror each other. Sat mirrors Chit, mirrors Ananda. And Sat-Chit-Ananda are known as the qualities of Brahman. Brahman can only be pointed to. But the qualities of the fact of existence, the potential for existence to manifest, and the completeness of existence is Sat-Chit-Ananda. How this bleeds into the hard problem of consciousness is because in materialism, there's a belief that there's our brains, something happens, and experience is known. But Chit says this lighting up, this ability for anything to be known at all, is not part of the brain. The organs are required to pull in sense data, and a human brain is required to construct this human type of perception. But the actual lighting up, the knowing of experience, requires Chit, which is inherent in existence itself. As we have said, Chit is the same as Sat. That immediately answers the hard problem of consciousness, because we aren't waiting for a missing link. We are saying that which lights up experience is part of existence itself. It is the nature of existence to have the manifestability, to have the potential for experience to light up. And it so happened that the correct condition formed in this galaxy, that a being could evolve a brain that provides this kind of human perception. But the very fact that lighting up was possible, that it's not just a machine of inputs and outputs, that lighting up itself is possible, is what Chit is. This all helps suffering directly, because the self-illusion is that you think that there is an I or a thing inside the body, and it's this thing that is responsible for lighting experience up. So if this body dies and this brain dies, the capacity for experience is completely gone. It's not possible to have experience anymore. Yes, if this body dies, it's not possible to have experience via this body with these exact conditionings and these senses, but the potential for experience will never die. Once you are solidified in the understanding that the fact of existence, Sat, the potential for experience, Chit, and the fact that nothing is missing, Ananda, is there always, every second, that these are ground truths, then this feeling of lack, this chasing, this fear of death, this fear of non-existence completely dies. Now, what confused me was that people use different terms for different things. So Sat is also known as being, is also known as the fact of existence. Chit, also known as manifestability, or the potential for experience, or the potential for appearance, is also known as consciousness or awareness. So a lot of these terms tripped me up, because I kept imagining a consciousness or awareness inside the brain or inside the body. Now, this is one of the most difficult, nuanced topics to discuss, because you're not speaking about concrete things. You're speaking about facts, the fact of existence, the potentiality for experience. You're not speaking about something you can hold in your hand. The brain is trying to imagine these things as things. And for me, it is only through that fight of attempting to look into this that everything was revealed. And it sounds philosophically dense, but it's the most obvious thing in the world. Existence is, but the very fact that existence is. The potentiality for experience is, by the very fact that there is experience now. And due to that, nothing could ever be missing. Nothing could ever be outside existence itself and be unknowable because of that. It's simply not possible. That relaxes the body, makes you realize the lack of lack, that it's not possible for Sat-Chit to lack anything, and this wholeness is Ananda.